Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sarah and this is Like So Amazing. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my makes for the month of June. So this also includes a holiday capsule wardrobe that I created for a recent holiday. We actually only got back a few days ago, so hence the tan. We had a really lovely time. I actually packed quite lightly, so I'll show you the things that I made for the holiday. We were only away for a week, but I'll show you the things that I made to take away with me. I guess first up I should mention that you're not seeing things. I have changed my hair quite dramatically, so I'm now copper with white. So I had that done yesterday, so I'm really pleased with it. So firstly, I'm going to talk you through my holiday capsule wardrobe. So we just got back from a week in Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands. It was beautiful, really sunny. We only went there just to relax and lie around by the pool, so we weren't going to be doing a lot of exploring or anything like that. It was just a purely relaxation holiday. So I made a few items to take with me. So pretty much, apart from bikinis, which I didn't have time to make, I pretty much wore all handmade clothes the whole trip. So firstly, I made the Seamwork magazine Catarina dress. So this is a midi length dress. It's got adjustable shoulder straps. It's got a kind of elasticated waist, which kind of nips it in. And then you've got an optional tie belt as well. So I made it in this lovely green floral viscose from Fabricland. Fabricland at the moment have got some really pretty viscoses in. They're really soft, very drapey, and really lovely to work with. So I ended up buying a few different ones. If you saw my fabric haul video, you'll have seen the fabrics there. So I made the classic midi length dress in this viscose. I did also want a maxi dress, and I was looking for a few different patterns, but I couldn't kind of find exactly what I wanted. And then actually, because this made up so well, I just decided to lengthen the pattern. I think I lengthened it by about 11 inches in the end. It is a little bit long, but I quite like maxi dresses that kind of drag on the floor a little bit. So this brings me on to my second make, which is the maxi dress version. It's a fully lined bodice. On this version I decided to omit the sliders on the straps just because I'm not going to be adjusting them. I just created the length that I needed and left it at that. Really pleased with how this one turned out. I decided to add pockets though, because the first time I put the green version on, the midi version on, the first thing I go to is pockets, and I was really disappointed that there were none there, obviously. So I'm probably going to go back and add them in at some stage. I know it's a little bit of unpicking, but it's not too much work to add them in. So yeah, I added pockets in to this version, and I'll pop a clip in of me wearing this as well. Yeah, it's really lovely, and they're both so cool to wear in the hot weather. So definitely pleased with those. Next up is probably one of my favourite makes of the month. This is the New Look 6493 jumpsuit pattern, and there's a few different versions on the pattern. So you can make kind of shorts, you can make it as a skirt jumpsuit as well. But I made the culotte version, and I sort of made it a midi length culotte as well, which is really flattering. I wore it to work, and I had 3 or 4 people ask me if I'd make them one. I personally wouldn't wear this pattern without something underneath because it's quite open. You could put a little popper in it, you could sew down the diagonal lines. I know Rosa from Sewn has done that, and it looks great, and actually you can still get it on and off because it's quite loose. I haven't done that as yet. I'm going to kind of think about what I'm going to do with it. I would say it's a big 4 pattern. It comes up pretty big, so I took in sort of from the side seams probably about ½ an inch or something on each side, maybe even a little bit more. It's still quite roomy, there's plenty of room in it. It's all faced, so it's a little bit harder to unpick everything and take in at the sides. I may get round to doing that at some stage, but it is kind of fine as it is. If I make it again though, I will definitely make the top section a little bit smaller, even though I actually went with a smaller size than my measurements, just because I know what the big fall patterns are like in terms of adding in too much ease. But I really love this floral viscose from Fabricland again. This really caught my eye, this beautiful bright yellow with the grey. So absolutely love that. I'm going to be wearing that all summer. To go underneath it, I made another Tilly and the Buttons Agnes hack. So I've made a vest version, so it dips lower at the back. And I've been using my new cover stitch machine, which I absolutely love. So all of the hems are finished off by cover stitch, which is so easy. You know, and this kind of takes no time at all to make, probably like half an hour just to run up a quick vest. And hardly any fabric at all as well. So I think you can probably get that out of about probably 70 centimetres or something like that. So really easy to make and quick and cheap. I also made a couple of tops to take with me. I quite like the off-the-shoulder ruffle tops that are in the shops at the moment, and I did consider buying one from Oasis, but it was, I don't know, it was about £35. I thought it's nothing at all. I can easily make that. I had the Stoff and Still pattern. They're not named, so you just kind of need to look them up. But I'll put a link below to it. So this is a jersey version. It's got a really deep scoop, and where it's cut, rather than it being one strip that's attached around, it's actually two semicircles, so it makes a full circle, which means that you can flounce around it and spin, which I'll show you. But really pleased with this. This is another Fabricland find, just kind of a tropical print jersey, quite a lightweight jersey. So yeah, I love that one as well. Elasticated on the top, so it can just sit on the shoulders. And then I made a sort of cotton version as well, which is a cute kind of strawberry print with flowers. Really nice kind of lightweight cotton. So love that one as well. So really cute with shorts. And I also finally got round to downloading and making the Ogden Cami by True Bias. It's a pattern that's kind of been in the back of my mind for a little while. I've just recently bought a few little bits of fabric, sort of just about a metre, that this is perfect for actually. So it's got the slightly dipped back. It's pretty simple, but it's really lovely, just over a pair of jeans or something. I actually wore it out to a friend's birthday party last night. It's kind of that effortless kind of casual thing that you can just throw on but you still look nice in. So I recently got this fabric from Birmingham, and it's got this great kind of shot colour through it where it sort of goes between blue, purple and pink. So really pretty. So really happy with that pattern, and I'll definitely make a lot more of those because they're really flattering. And the last thing I made to take on my holiday was just for the plain, or just in the evenings it got a little bit cooler, and all of the fabrics I got had kind of a bit of grey in them anyway, so I went with the grey to go with that. And this was also this Robert Kaufman double jersey that I made another top from before. So this is another Linden top, and excuse all the creases. So this one is the shorter version, it's the cropped version with cropped sleeves. So it doesn't have the bottom band and it doesn't have the long sleeves and the cuffs. and I decided to applique a heart onto this one. So as you can see, it's got the thermal kind of lining on the inside, and I just used the wrong side of the fabric to show off the heart on the front. Really pleased with that. Love it, and I've been wearing it all the time. I kind of didn't think that there would be much call for a jumper that didn't have long sleeves or anything, but actually it's really perfect for spring, summer, where you don't need a whole jumper necessarily, you just want another layer on. And it's kind of nice, again, if you've got a light jacket then you can go over the top. So yeah, this was kind of, I wore this on the plane and that sort of thing, and it was just nice and cozy if I got a little bit chilly in the evenings. So apart from that, I've also been sewing some samples for people. I've done some bridesmaids dresses this month, which once I get the official photos through, I can pop them onto my Instagram so you can have a look at that. I'll put my Instagram here for you to go and check out. So I've done some pattern testing for Jennifer Lauren Handmade. She makes beautiful kind of vintage style dresses. So this is the Laneway dress. So I'll pop a picture in of it, but here is the dress. I made this from a lovely viscose that I got from Gabby from Gabardashery. She recently did a massive destash and I bought a couple of bits of fabric from her then, and I just about had enough to make this dress from it. So it's this really lovely kind of greeny blue with black and white sort of circles on it, and I made a contrasting collar just in a black cotton that I had. So it just shows off that collar. It's sort of an asymmetric collar, and then I've added green buttons to it as well. The actual pattern itself was, I thought it was a little bit short for me. So rather than taking the hem up by about 5/8 of an inch, what I did was put in some narrow bias tape, so that it meant I was only effectively turning it up by 1/4 of an inch. If you want me to do a tutorial on how to do that, comment below and let me know, and I can do that for you. It's really easy and really effective actually, and it gives a really nice finish on the dress. So yeah, I really love that. It fits really nicely. So yeah, I'll be wearing that to work during the summer, I think. And another one that I actually made this a couple of months ago, but the pattern's only just been released, so I can only just share it with you now. This is another Kommatia Patterns design. So it's some dungaree shorts. So again, I'm going to put a clip in here of me wearing them. I decided to make them fun, so I bought some little embroidered patches. So I sewed this beautiful little cherry design onto the front of the pocket here, and I also used my pineapple print just for the button tabs and also for the pockets. Obviously no one's going to see those, but it's for me. Just makes it a little tropical jumpsuit. Yeah, it's really lovely. I think the feedback I had was that it was really quite roomy, certainly in the black. So I know that since the pattern's been released, it's been slimlined a little bit, so that's great. So I'll definitely make another pair of these, I think. I love dungarees at the moment, kind of long ones, short ones, dungaree skirts. They're just really easy to wear. So yeah, love these, and they'll be great for kind of hanging out in the garden at the weekend, that sort of thing. So that's all of my makes for June. I was really pleased with the amount I managed to get done. That is despite having to make, as I said, a couple of bridesmaids dresses and being away with work for a week and being on holiday for a week. So yeah, managed to get a lot done. Really looking forward to my plans for July. So I'm going to record another video shortly where I'll share what I'm going to be making for the month of July, and also the beautiful fabrics that I've bought recently. So I hope you've all had a lovely month. Let me know below what you've been making, and yeah, take a look on my Instagram feed for kind of more pictures of the things I've been making during the month. And I will see you soon. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.